Hi friends, welcome to the Unit 4A Day 3 examples. Here we're asked to find the values of x and y. We're going to be using both of the theorems, corollaries that we had established on the previous page to really get to find the values of x and y. In this one, note that this is an isosceles triangle, so this side length is congruent to this side length. That means that these base angles are the same, so that means that these two are congruent, and if those two are congruent, then I can set them equal to each other. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to set 3x minus 11 equal to 2x plus 11. Now with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the smaller variable. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. And so I have x minus 11 equals 11. Now I'm going to add 11 on both sides. I'm going to get x equals 22. Now, that does not give me what the value of y is, but I know that the measure of the interior angles has to add up to be 180 degrees. What I'm going to do is find the angle measurements of one of these. So I'm going to substitute 22 back in for x there. So that's going to give me 2 times 22 plus 11. 2 times 22 plus 11 is equal to 44 plus 11. And then 44 plus 11 is 55. So these two here are 55 degrees. Knowing that, I can add those two together to find the value of this missing degree measurement here. So 55 plus 55 plus 2y, so all three of these, is equal to 180. 55 plus 55 is 110. Plus 2y equals 180. I'm going to subtract 110 off both sides, and I get 2y equals 70. Divide by 2, I get y equals 35. So now I have both the value of x and y. I am done with this one. This next one, number 2, is a right triangle. Additionally, it's also an isosceles. So this is an isosceles right triangle, which means that these two angle measurements have to be the same, and they have to add up to be 180 degrees. So, knowing that these two angle measurements have to be the same, and that all three of these have to add up to be 180 degrees, I actually know the value of these two. So, assuming that all of them add up to be 180 degrees, that means this angle measurement here, whatever that is, plus this angle measurement here, whatever that is, but these two have to be the same, are going to add up with this one to be 180 degrees. So, let's pretend that I know that 180 degrees minus the 90 from this right angle gives me 90 degrees left. So these two have to add up to be 90 degrees, and I know that they're the same. That means that 90 divided by 2 is 45 degrees, which means each of these are 45. Both of these are 45 degrees. If they're both 45 degrees, I can use that information to find x and y. So I have 3x equals 45. Divide by 3 on both sides, I get x equals 15. This one is y plus 7 equals 45. So I can subtract 7 on both sides, and I get y equals 38. That gives me both x and y. Number 3. This one is a little bit tricky with how things are listed, so you got to be careful. Noting that this angle measurement here, this side length here and here are congruent. That means that this and this are congruent. Now, that may not seem like it actually gives us a lot of information, but it does, because I know that x minus 2 plus this x minus 2, remember they're both congruent, plus the 4x plus 10 is going to be 180 degrees. So, combining like terms, x plus 4x is 6x, negative 2, minus 2, plus 10. So negative 4 plus 10 is plus 6, equals 180 degrees. So now I can subtract 6 on both sides, and I get 6x, equals 174. Divide by 6, and you get x equals 29. Now, that just gives us what x is. It doesn't give us the value of y. I know that this 3y has to be whatever this is added with whatever this is. So now I just need to figure out what this angle measurement is. So I'm going to substitute 29 back into x here. So that gives me 4 times 29 plus 10. 4 times 29 is 116. Plus 10 is 126. So this is 126. This angle measurement here is x minus 2, so that's going to be 27. So now to find out what that measurement is, so we're going to have 3y is equal to 126 plus 27. 126 plus 27 is 153. So I have 3y equals 153, so divide by 3 on both sides, and we get y equals 51. So now I have both x and y. Number 4. This one has a lot of moving parts to it. We have 2 triangles that are listed. We have this side congruent to this side, which is also congruent to this side, which means we have a lot of bases that are the same. We have this base here, this 5x minus 10, congruent to this base here, this 3x plus 10. So let's go ahead and find what x is by setting these two equal to each other and then solving. Let's use red. So I have 5x minus 10 is equal to 3x plus 10. Subtract 3x on both sides. So we get 2x minus 10 equals 10. Next, add 10 on both sides. You get 2x equals 20. Divide by 2, you get x equals 10. I know that this angle measurement with the 3x plus 10 here, this part here, I know that this 4y, this side length, or this angle measurement here, is congruent to this angle measurement here. So what I need to do is, to get the entirety of the triangle here, I need to figure out what this missing measurement right here is. We can do that easily by substituting in 10 into either of these. So if I substitute 10 into here, that's going to give me 3 times 10 plus 10, so 30 plus 10. So these two angles here are 40 degrees for that part. So then this angle measurement here is the missing value to make that 180 degrees. So 40 plus 40 plus some unknown number. We've already used x and y, and I need another variable, so I'm just going to use z equals 180. 40 plus 40 is 80, plus z equals 180. Subtract 80 on both sides, and you get z equals 100. So that means that this right there is 100. I know that if I add that 4y, I will to 100, then I will get that 180 degrees that I need. So that gives me 4y plus 100 equals 180 degrees. Subtract 100 on both sides. 4y equals 80. Divide by 4. Get y equals 20. We just needed to find x and y. And sometimes you have to find additional things before you can get that to get your final answer. Number 5. This one also is similar to the previous one where we've got a lot of different angles going on. What I need to note is that I can have, if I add 2x plus 11, that's this one here, with this, so these two are congruent, so with another 2x plus 11, with this x minus 2 up above, it's going to give me 180 degrees. So 2x plus 2x, 4x, plus x is 5x. 22 minus 2 is 19, so plus 19. plus 20. Good thing I checked. Equals 180. Minus 20 on both sides. So you get 5x equals 160. Divide by 5 on both sides. And you get x equals 32. So that gives me these values here. It'll give me that angle measurement here. But most importantly, I know that this inside angle here, y, and y, added with this 142, is also going to give me 180 degrees. That's kind of hard to see, but this triangle here has a congruency mark here and here. So I'll switch to a different color. So these two angles here are congruent. So that gives me y plus 142 plus 180. Combine like terms. 2y plus 142 equals 180 minus 142 on both sides. That gives me 2y equals 38. Divide by 2. You get y equals 19. We skip this last example. It uses things that we've not discussed about, and you will not be needing to know it for the notes. Your teacher may talk about it with you later in class, and I wish you a wonderful day. Bye, friends.